I'm really, really pleased to be here and so grateful that you guys are here to share and hear a little bit about what we've been working on at CSU. And so I think the title in itself is a little like, wonder where she's going to go with that. So I think you'll be intrigued. So I want to ask if you all recognize this painting. Does anybody recognize this painting? What is it?
It's sort of Fountain of Youth from Rana, this over or something like
yes.
that. We used to have it in our
He gets the door prize tonight. Yeah, well done. So yes, this is a painting from the 1500s, and it depicts the Fountain of Youth, and you can see that these older people are coming down from the village in carts and wheelbarrows, and then they are examined by a physician and a nurse, and they're invited to take a swim in the Fountain of Youth. And as they progress from left to right across the Fountain of Youth, you can see that their gray hair goes away, and their wrinkles go away, and they emerge on the other side, fresh as daisies, and they enter the tent and are dressed in finery and participate in this beautiful feast. And so what this painting shows us is that for centuries, really, people have been obsessed with this idea of preserving youth, right? And while we haven't found the Fountain of Youth, at least I haven't, it is true that we are living longer, right, as human beings. And it's really interesting to look at the lifespan of people over the many years that this has been recorded, and how lifespan began to increase as sanitation practices were beginning, and then as vaccines against infectious diseases and other modern medicines came about. And so as a result of that, we are living now much longer than we were. This is an awkward little way to turn here, so hopefully I don't bother you by that. But anyway, it's interesting to note that by the year 2050, I don't think this is news to too many people in the room, that about a quarter of the entire human race will be over the age of 65. And this is an unprecedented event in human history. In fact, the number of people under the age of 5 has diminished, and for the first time in human history, the number of people over the age of 65 outnumbers the number of people under the age of 5. So when you let your head just kind of move forward through what's going to happen as a result of that, what you realize is that a larger and larger number of people are depending on a smaller and smaller number of workers to provide services, goods, healthcare, etc. And this is a situation that we are woefully underprepared for. Now, lifespan increases is a wonder of modern medicine and practices and nutritional advances, etc. But one of the biggest problems is that it's a huge challenge, because while we are living longer, we are not living healthier. And this is that concept that many of you may be familiar with, this idea of lifespan and health span becoming uncoupled. So we are living longer, but we are not living longer healthier. We're just simply spending a larger portion of our remaining years with the burden of chronic disease. And clearly, this is not something that we want. We want to be vital into our last years of life. And so this has been one of the biggest challenges. Even though lifespan extension is a huge benefit, this is an area that we just don't have very good answers for. And if you look at the population of people over the age of 65, we know that 80% of people have at least one chronic condition associated with age. Many of us have more than one. And if we just took one example, which is dementia, you can see the increase in the number of people living with dementia that will be present by the year 2050. And our healthcare systems and social systems are not prepared to deal with this at all. This will bankrupt even the wealthiest of nations. And so we need to think about how are we as a society and as scientists, how are we going to approach this?